Okay, there we go. And okay, I think that's all good. Let me make just a quick announcement here on YouTube. Okay, there we go. But yeah, there was a guy who was leveling a mage in our guild who was doing those Mara runs in order to power level up, and then he was going to do the Mara run. So he was like having, you know, a mage do it for him, and then eventually he was going to be the one that was going to
do it for you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not just for us, but just to like make money and just to power farm stuff. But
oh yeah, it's so crucial. I think with like leveling, it helps like get you there so quick.
It is super fast. It's interesting how people have sort of just developed all of these new like metas and strategies and
right.
just ways of working around the game over time. When I don't remember that type of thing ever being a thing back in like retail.
Oh, I know.
Or these like GDKP as they call it, where basically they bring people into these raids and then you bid gold on raid items, and then you split the gold amongst the raid. So, for example, you could run somebody and they want to buy this, you know, sword out of Nax or something like that for 20,000 gold, and then they buy it, they get the 20,000 gold, and then hey, thanks for the sub, I appreciate it, and then you split that 20,000 gold and like everybody gets whatever that number is, 500-ish gold in the raid.
Gotcha.
So you just bring these rich people in for these GDKPs, and the raiders make a lot of money off of it.
Huh.
That's been something that's super controversial because that's like a major sort of source for the botting and the gold buying and stuff like that. Is these people will buy that up and then they'll go you know, spend it on these GDKP runs, and then it gets distributed among these mega raiders, and then you've got all these like max raiders potentially doing these GDKPs, and then they're just stocking up on money, so they're all gonna have like, you know, over 100,000 gold moving into Burning Crusade, and then they'll just, you know, buy all the good BOEs and all this other stuff. They'll just pay crazy money for them.
Right.
So yeah, it's kind of ingenious, but kind of problematic. Hey, what's up, Matthias? Thanks for the sub. Yeah, there was one guy actually who bought the sword for the max for like, I think it was gold cap for this sword, which I think is might be best in the game. I don't remember what it was called at an axe. It's like this super good sword, but they paid like, it's like 200,000 gold or something for it in a GDKP. So everybody in the raid got like 5,000 gold off of that one drop. And how much it was like in real money with buying gold, I forgot, but it was like $800.
Wow.
Or something like that. It might have even been $1,000. I don't remember the exact number, but it was like they paid the equivalency of like pushing $1,000 or maybe more for this Nax sword. But you know, sometimes there's a lot of wealthy people. There's millionaires, you know, that are like, that might be nothing to them.
Just like a BOE. That was like best in slot.
No, it's a BOP. But because they're part of the raid, they can get given that BOP. So that's how you get around it. You bring these people to the raids with you, especially in a 40-man raid. You can have one person in a good guild that you're just like hard carrying.
Right.
And yeah, that allows them to get the BOPs, and that's why it's so expensive.
Yeah, see. Makes sense.
Tristana. Okay, let me pull up the chat here. Got him. That's right, Zelgor. What's up, man? You like that? You like those that after hour slogan? I'm not sure if that one would fly as much, but I'll have to stick with Diffed and Miffed.
Diffed and Miffed.
That's right. What's up, Scott? Heartseeker. Thrash. There we go. Yeah, I thought you might like something like that. I knew you'd get a kick out of that one. Obviously, Diffed and Miffed is a phrase that I came up with on the channel, but Black Falcon thought of the idea of making it the guild name. So, and when you join the server, if you message us to get in a guild, just let us know, and we'll hook you up with 10 gold and 4 10-slot bags, just to get you started. Get you started off on the right foot. I've been saying that the whole time. Black Falcon says I'm a sociopath, but I've been saying, why can't I skin these things? Why can't I skin these humans? Or not even the humans, but you know, there are some things that they count as humanoid. But I'm like, come on, man, you can. Like, they'll let you skin the monkeys, but they're not gonna let me skin like some furballs or something. It's like, come on. Said if Hannibal can do it, I can do it.
Man, have you seen that forest over there?
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Yeah, we've got a good chunk of people on there so far. I think we've got like 12 or 13 people just from the channel, like without even oh geez, really? Does he get out? Oh, Thresh missed the hook. Nice. Okay.
Minions have spawned.
Nice. Okay.
It's all filthy and dangerous. And that's why I love
Did you not get the are you saying you want the extra gold from the skinning, or are you saying that we didn't give you the 10 gold? Simp Wolf. That would be fun, or if we could get Clean in there or something. I don't know if you ever talked to Clean anymore. I'm not sure what he's into these days. I haven't seen him on League as much, but let's get as many people as we can in there. It'd be fun.
What humans call magic, we call life.
Wait, what would be taboo? Oh, the skinning thing? Skinning people would be taboo? Lil Nagash. Plays Horde on Classic, okay. $5.10 Mythic, nice. Is it the, is that still the Gothic raid or whatever? Or are they all Gothic raids? I don't know. With the vampires that dance or something? I haven't really watched a lot about the new stuff. Bro, okay, she's just dead this time, I think. We know Thresh is in that bush. Why would she walk up? Castle Nothria, okay. Hey, what's up, Purple? I appreciate it. Cool, man. Hopefully I can help you make it through that last hour of work.
Why is it taking so long to get back to the action?
They're not all AD. Thought about it. I've been thinking is like, would, I think you just want the CDR is just so good on Rakan though, 'cause he has high cooldowns and really lots of mobility and high impact spells. I was halfway thinking, well, what happens if I go like Dead Man's Plate, but Lulu is good. I picked I think I was first pick blind pick and I didn't know which ace DC we were gonna have. Oh geez, we lost to Teleport Trist. I mean, Rakan's not terrible, but yeah, I mean, Lulu is very good with, but yeah, I didn't know that she was going to play Jinx. I kind of stopped Lulu, like, she is still really good, but if your ADC's, like, not great, it can feel bad, but yeah, I mean, with Lulu, or with Jinx, it's definitely becomes a stronger contender. I feel like there are very few times where it's like Rakan's just like outright bad. Like there's some times where there's some rough matchups, but I feel like people have to go really far out of their way to like hard counter Rakan. You know, like Morgana is a popular one that's like a soft counter, like Poppy's a pretty good counter, Veigar's a good counter, but both of those are like pretty weird.
Kona is missing.
Okay.
I don't want a world that's I looking this good?
Oof. Thank God he missed. Huh. Lane Nidalee? Crushing or Nectin, okay. Bruiser Nidalee. We're talking about TBC, so kind of classic World of Warcraft.
Humans fall in battle. It's just a dance.
You do have to be careful. Like, Thresh is kind of a skill matchup into Rakan. Like, I can't go and shield the Jinx instantly, for example. God, the radius on that is huge. Like, that's a much bigger bomb radius than usual when it's on the tower. I don't remember if they buffed that or what, but...
Humans think if you believe in something, you have to be serious about it. That's their problem.
God, it's just such a ridiculous range.
An ally has been slain.
Time to get it started.
I try and rotate bot. Heading your guys' way. We're
Okay.
gonna clean up. You're a baller, you know that?
I'm gonna get caught by Daisy, maybe.
So close. Go.
Oh my God! Oh, almost made it.
Should get Thresh here. Maybe not. Oh, I did. Last soldier.
I don't even know. I think Thresh autoed me once or something.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am here to entertain myself. But you too.
Oh shit.
I dance because I'm free.
Hey, what's up, Matt? Thanks, man. Thanks for supporting the channel too. Yeah, Alliance on Heartseeker. Yeah, you do not want to be Horde on Heartseeker.
Gotta get myself hyped. 1, 2, 1. Woo! All right.
So yeah, it's a pretty
So into this. What is this?
it's definitely an Alliance dominated server. The reason we went over there is, you know, we weren't sure. We were gonna pick a more balanced server, but we weren't sure sort of what the situation with some people had really high level accounts on that server. Several people that maybe wanted to raid with us, so we were going over there for that. But it's a pretty cool server. We've been on it. It's still like 3 times bigger than we were on Stalag as Horde, which is like a super dominated Horde server. But they might eventually balance out the world PvP. I personally don't mind actually being able to quest in places like Stranglethorn, and like I just don't care about world PvP when I'm leveling up, especially. I just want to get leveled and, you know, get ready for TBC. But They'll probably offer like free transfers if people really want to do the world PvP type of thing. I've never been real huge on it anyways, just because with Classic now they have you know, cross-realm battlegrounds and arenas and stuff like that, so you know, you're gonna be able to find high quality, good competition regardless of which server you're on when you do the organized PvP. Just the world PvP might be a little lacking. That's the only gripe. The auction house seems to be pretty healthy. Like, there are a lot of people raiding. You can sell stuff really well. Like, it's also if you want to actually farm camps and not do like instance farming or other weird stuff. If you just want to go out and actually touch some herbs or you know, farm some camps, you can do it because it's not too crowded. So I went mage with the best name on the server as well. Nice.
Is my cloak right?
No raiders there anymore. Oh, are you familiar with Stalag? Yeah, that's something I had heard. Was that several of the top guilds were kind of leaving. Dave in chat had mentioned that as well, which that was another concern that, you know, was in the back of my mind. Was, you know, Dave was talking to some of the top guilds and in the chat, and they were, and I don't know the entire reason behind that, but that was the word on the street, that there was like some drama in the top guilds and several of them were leaving the server for whatever reason. Because we were going to do Horde, but then we kind of switched. And I know that kind of screwed over some of our homies a little bit, so I was I was trying to make some concessions for that, but yeah, it was rough. But yeah, this is what we're going with. We're going with Alliance. And I never did Alliance in TBC either. I did Horde, so. And I just kind of decided, like, Druid is fun, but I kind of decided I wanted to roll Priest as well, and then the oh god. I don't have any mana. Okay, we'll either do Ardent Censer or Staff of Flowing Water. But yeah, I decided to roll Priest. This looked a little more my style. And I am really enjoying leveling the Priest up too. Not that Hunter's bad, I still, or Druid's bad, I still like Druid, but, and PvE, Priest is just massive on human side because you get 10% extra Spirit, which is super good stat. And then you also get the extra rep for rep grinding, which is obviously a big deal in TBC, so. Cast 2 spells and out of mana, gotta be classic. Yeah, I've heard leveling mages early can be kind of rough. But there are several other people leveling, so we can get people together, and then nice part about being Alliance side as well, when you get to around that level 20 or whatever, you can get some people to boost you through stocks in town. It's like 3 gold a run is what people have been charging for stocks runs.
I've been kicked around since I was
Jeez, that was...
It's all right. It's okay. I'm staying alive.
And then we can help you out too. We can get people together and hook you up. I can make you, I can maybe get some kind of like some sage fish or something, or cook you some kind of food, and I can mail you a stack of that food to help you out. I know you have your own food, but like the mana food or spirit food or something. I don't think we have any mages if you want to make that your main and raid on it. We don't have any mages. Now, you don't need a ton of mages. Usually you just want more warlocks, but having some mages is obviously good. And I don't think mages are that much worse DPS wise. In really short fights, they might even be better once you get the tier 5 2-piece. God has arrived. No, that time I got there like just in time to double shield and save you.
Oh yeah.
That was nice. Worth. You do have to have some soul stones, although to be honest, you can farm that off of trash pretty easily in a lot of the raids. Like, you don't want to come in with 0 soul stones, but you can just have a couple. I didn't feel like it was that big of a problem in TBC. Damn, didn't quite get the jump. This is getting weird.
It's getting really weird.
Oh lord, I don't have my W. Whoa, what? Oh no, he's gonna get a quadra kill. Shit.
Destroyed a turret.
Wow.
Huh. Alright, I'm gonna get Chemtech Petrifier here.
They think they can catch me.
Yeah, sure, you can start today. The timeline, we believe the timeline is they are going to do a pre-patch May 18th. Now that's not officially announced, but that was what some people have seen for the leak, and all that means is that the new races are available and the new talents are available. And then the real Burning Crusade is probably going to release, I would guess, in June or July. So you still have plenty of time, I think, to level up. Baron's up. We gotta keep an eye on that situation. What? How did he? Oh my god. I don't know how he got through the shield. What is going on? I mean, I know he's fed, but holy shit. What? How the fuck is he getting out of this? He just used his little snapback, his ult. I don't understand how he's so mobile getting out of this stuff. Oh no, it's okay, never mind. His ult, or that snapback thing, is his W, not his ult. His ult's the charge forward. I guess the snapback thing's on like a 5-second cooldown or something. He doesn't have any CDR. Classic World of Warcraft. We have a guild for that we're covering. If you're interested in joining. You cannot. Classic WoW is free to play. You just have to pay the subscription for it. So it's like $15 a month or so ish to play it. But it doesn't cost anything. Like, you don't have to buy a base game. What do you play in retail, Sally? You baited.
For humans, magic is like fire. For us,
God, I just chain CC'd. The Yone's just... Woo! Oh, Destro Warlock, nice.
Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
Okay. Well, that's a lot of shutdowns.
I do not wish to kill the mortals. I want them to.
You got like 3 kills there, so that's good.
Yeah, I needed that.
I'm gonna burn this place down, then help them build it back up, so I can burn it again.
Get your open. Really good. You got future fire. Okay,
Yeah, I got the
yeah. Sweet.
anti-healing.
Zaya, hey! I hate it when she moves.
Alright, yeah, drags up a little bit.
We could just give it really.
The random that came. Oh, did you guys you guys have to pug somebody?
They want us in chaos.
Every guild I was in retail, now this was a while ago, they refused to pug anybody. They just rather not raid on a night if we needed to pug like 2 or 3 people. And we did, like, no one wanted to play backup or like be a reserve. And so that was the hugest thing for me, is we just,
Yone.
it was just unacceptable to me that we would lose like 1 or 2 nights a
They're
week of
useless
raid.
without Yone.
Yeah.
Damn. Maybe not.
I need some fun. Now!
Oh, Renekton just was late to the party. This was never there.
Whoa, what? Oh, the shield. Yeah, the Ivern's just so much more useful than the Udyr. I mean, like, Udyr has a good KDA, but... Well, I've said numerous times that WoW is not going to take away from League, that I'm still going to stream League at the same time. That's right. Had to roll him up in 420, show him the business. Destro Warlock. We have so many of these champion shards. Just don't cash them in unless I need them. Trying to see if there are any skins we've accumulated that I just didn't even think about. I think it's what, level 22? Black Falcon's not on here. He may have gone to... I know he had like some online midterms or something today. But I think you can start AoE if you have the like the proper guide and you can get some gear or whatever. Then I think like level 22 you can start AoE grinding some camps. I know I've seen a mage doing it in Hillsbrad Foothills with some of the peasants around that level, but I'm not really sure. I'm sure you can find some full sweat guides that can hook it up. You got a gnome mage or what? It is kind of like cute to have like a bunch of mages. One thing I was talking about the other day that was really funny is like I would want to know the ratio of people that roll female characters on Alliance versus female characters on Horde. I feel like it's 80% or something of the female characters in WoW are on Alliance side. People just don't like... Now, that might change when Blood Elves come out. It might go down to 70-30. There'll be lots of female Blood Elf, Paladin type of stuff, but people just don't like the monstrous females, man. Why they gotta be ableist, you know what I mean? Why they gotta hate? I was a female Tauren Druid. Now I'm just a basic bitch. female human priest. Nah, human. That's true. I don't think the racials probably matter that much for mage. You do get spirit instead of intel, but I don't think either one of those matter that much. I don't remember what your mana thing scales off of. What's it, the channeled thing? I don't remember if that's spirit or if that's max MP. But I think that's one where it probably doesn't matter that much. PvP, I think. Female Tauren is a furry. I did like that. The female Tauren was kind of growing on me. I didn't like the aesthetic at first, but it was actually kind of cool coming down the line. I didn't realize that the Tauren 5% max HP was, I think people said it was base HP rather than total, like, with stamina HP, which means that it's not really that much more. Matt says the casting animations with females are much more elegant. The males look like they're brain damaged. Maybe. The, Undead warlocks were pretty cool. Like that fit. That's what I was back in the day. Like the animations and everything looked cool with the undead warlocks, and it makes sense thematically with the warlocks to look kind of, you know, evil and. Okay, Black Falcon can hook you up with if you want with those bags and the 10G. We're sort of co-sponsoring that. We're both throwing down 50-50 on that cost-wise, just to give people a good start. So you got some bag space, and you can buy, you know, a couple of early greens or something if you want. And I'll keep an eye out for you. We kill a lot of stuff. I've been sort of duo running with Falcon. He's playing Paladin, and I'm doing Priest, so we're like AoE pulling, you know, entire zones right now. And we'll keep a lookout for some frost gear and stuff. Potentially. Because I'm doing enchanting now. I know that like end game, like once TBC rolls around and proper, it's, you know, you want to do enchanting tailoring at least through tier 5. And I think if you're pretty sweaty, you might. I don't know. With priest, you may not have to go that alchemist trinket. That alchemist trinket's best in slot for druids, but a lot of the top end priest on private servers that I've seen that are like maxed out actually use the tier 5 priest racial trinket and the blue dragon from vanilla, the dark moonfair blue dragon trinket. Which right now is really expensive, but Falcon said that a lot of paladins, that a lot of pieces for that drop in, was it Skolo? I don't remember where it is, but it's going to be a pretty popular like AoE farm spot for paladins. That it's pretty well documented that that's a good spot to go to. So he was saying that there are going to be a lot of people going for that. And most BIS lists on the big name sites and a lot of the big YouTubers that make guides for priests overlook that trinket. Most of them really underestimate just how good that trinket is. For those of you that don't know what that trinket is, it's basically on spellcast, you have a 2% chance to have 100% mana regen while casting for 15 seconds. Which is a lot. And like the priest racial trinket has a proc and on use that gives you like 130 spirit. So whenever you trigger blue dragon, then you can proc that trinket as well. Pop that trinket, and it'll probably give you like almost full mana. And it supposedly happens like once every minute and a half or so is the proc rate. Now it's kind of random, but Priest has really high base healing from what I understand, probably even more than Druid. But Druid is much more cost efficient with their spells, so Druid can stack all healing power on their gems and just itemize full on for healing power because they don't have to worry about mana efficiency. Versus sometimes the Priest has to worry about mana efficiency and they have to pick certain items to play around that. Could use some engage. I mean, I don't like. Lulu is really good here, but they'll still pick Rakan, especially not knowing what they're gonna pick. If they pick like a Leona or something. But anyway, so we'll see. I don't remember where I was going with that, but oh, it's Senna support. Okay. Oh, I do need to change Nightbot. It's a little behind. A little diffed and miffed. I always forget about Nightbot.
Oh, shit.
Priest is kind of fun. Or, Mage is kind of fun because the playstyle sort of evolves and changes as you gear up, so that's kind of cool. Yeah, Janna's alright too. I'd probably rather just do Lulu, but having some extra engage is nice. About to pop some of that Gentleman Jack or what? About to get real?
On the rocks, baby.
On the rocks.
No, I'm just getting that.
What would your wife think if like WoW drops and you just got like a fifth of Jack Daniels just sitting on your desk there?
She's probably like, "What the hell are you doing?"
Saying reliving the glory days, baby. We're going back to young 20s.
God, that's sad for you to say that because I just turned 29.
Does that feel like a long time ago?
Oh, dude.
When you had badass Jason?
I'm about to bring him back. Bring him back for TBC.
That's right. Hey, you still got a 2 in front of your name. Just wait till you get that 3, and then it starts. You're like, damn.
The dirty 30s.
That's right. Then you get to
Can't believe
40,
we're
you're just
talking
like,
about that.
you get to 40, and you're just like, damn, where'd the 30s go? Just kind of happens all the time.
Yeah. God, I'm getting old.
Janna is very good right now. She can't, like, it's hard for her to make plays, which is why I also am kind of like iffy on Lulu, but yeah, like, just aesthetically, the alliance with, like you're saying, the animations I think are pretty nice, and the zones are kind of cool early on, even just like the music and just the aesthetic of the zones. They have some really pretty early zones, which isn't everything, but it's kind of cool for me to level up on Alliance side, because I did it some on a private server years ago, but not really that much. But wait, what's killing you? Oh, laughing about the keeping it real rating experience. About to free my mind, man. Play some WoW.
That's right.
I don't know in what capacity he wants to officially help. We haven't talked about that. He just joined today, but if he's interested, yeah, promote him. I mean, I think, Sally, you said that you ran, talking about being 30. Yeah. He played TVC in high school. Yeah.
I did.
That's what Celoguar is about, in the same boat. Sounds like y'all are about the same age.
It's crazy, man.
Y'all don't even need to talk to me. I had graduated college when I was playing TVC. So, I think.
Dude, I hope my power doesn't go out.
Okay. Just text me if it does. But yeah, I hope so too.
Honestly, I might have just woke the baby up.
Oh shit. It's on. Sammy says, I hate being old. Dude, we're talking about being old. There's probably people watching the channel right now. I know we have viewers that are like in their 40s and 50s that are probably just like rolling their eyes at us right now. We'll all be feeling like, man, I remember when I thought I was old, when I was in my 20s and 30s, just rolling around in our, I don't know, wheelchairs in the home, you know. Wasted my youth on studying, getting a degree. I don't know. You know, part of me is like, well, what if I had, you know, partied even more, or what if I had
Are you in?
dated more girls? I'm not in. I'm at 85. What do you...
We're all in.
Oh, shit. Okay, hang on. What time is it? Here, I'm gonna exit out. I'm glad you said something, because I was actually just about to say something.
It's like a minute 10 right now.
Okay, I think I should be able to make it. I just press reconnect. Just type and tell him I'm coming. I was bugged.
Yeah, he's coming.
Okay.
Magic is in the heart. Magic is in the rhythm.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss the experience on that part of that wave. Oh, did she? No, she didn't get it. Okay, good.
They've never seen moves like mine.
But, I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, maybe that stuff would have been fun if you did more of that thing, but honestly, most stuff like that doesn't really matter, like, in the long run. Damn, I didn't get any experience off of
A
that.
little frightened, you ain't alive.
Okay, we've got the push, though, so I don't think they'll be able to take advantage of that. And they were late, too. Senna was late also, so I think it'll be okay.
I think I got him. No.
It's like, so who cares if I dated, like, this one other girl or something like that, or if I went out to one more party at the end of the day. Would it be fun? Is it, like... But at the end of the day, it's... You know, getting a degree and getting money and stuff can set you up for the future, so... Okay, yeah, hook him up.
Humans think that to believe
Now you
in
can make
something
water. Yeah, because Selly, you know, I think he did a lot of the TBC content back in the day. I think he said he went through Sunwell, so, you know, he'll definitely have some good insights for us.
I can't wait to see what I'm gonna do.
But yeah, Mage, as I'm sure you're aware, they do get to change their build according to their gear, which is pretty fun and dynamic. Like, they're one of the biggest changes. Like, your entire style of play and your build changes based on if you have that tier 5 2-piece or not, you know? When you can start to go arcane, which is pretty fun. I think that's actually, like, probably pretty underrated DPS-wise, especially for shorter single-target fights.
Hey, Udyr's bot side.
Okay. Especially if we're able to get some Shadow Priests and, you know, just some mana to help you out a little bit. Fuck. Damn, he flashed on me. I was just about to flash out, too. Jinx has her heal. This feels bad.
They ain't seen moves like mine.
Yeah, I peaked his nerd in TBC. Well, that's what we want, dude. We want the full... We want, like, the Gandalf neckbeard. We want the cousin it.
Crap. I totally forgot why I'm here.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, the bottom line, you can't really change the past. You know, you just work with what you got, and no matter how you draw it up, there's always more you could have done. You know, like, there's never going to be a person who just honestly says, you know what, there's nothing that I could have done that would have, like, in theory, been more fun or more interesting, right? Like, I don't regret, I don't think, anything that I remember from being younger, but you just got to make choices, right? You can't be everywhere at once. I mean, sometimes I think about keeping up or catching up with old friends and stuff, but it's just like, I couldn't even do it with every friend that I've ever had, right? Like, it would just be impossible to keep up with everybody all the time, you know? It's just life has chapters, and that's just how it goes,
Yeah,
and
they're
that's
definitely
alright.
on drag.
Yeah. I think we can do anything about it.
Udyr are on it.
Maybe I scare them off it, but I doubt it. No,
Right.
they're not.
Live in the moment.
They had a good chance, but...
Magic isn't supposed to
I stand incorrect.
Man, we are down CS. Shall not pass Nax. People are definitely passing Nax now. I don't know how many on a Heartseeker are doing it, but even on Stalag, you know, there were, I think 16 different guilds had cleared it. Just because there's so much more known about it, and the neck bearding is so much stronger now than it was back in the day after the private server community. But yeah, that playstyle with Arcane Blast does look... Tier 5 starts popping off. Okay, nice.
Mankind is blind. I want them to see.
What level is your priest?
22. So it's actually, the leveling is actually like really fast. Like, I knew it was supposed to be pretty good, but I think it might, in my opinion, I think it might even be better than Druid. The strength of Druid is the movement, so you can run around pre-40 a lot faster. But well, dude, I'm just gonna mute him. It's like, bro, you also like bitched out and let me die last time I went in, but there's no point, I guess, in.
Rakan!
Exactly. Are GDKPs a thing in retail? I feel like maybe not as much on like Mythic at least, because it seems like that would be a lot harder to do in general.
GP's missing.
I can because I'm free.
Aerie versus Guardian on Rakan. I almost would never run Aerie in the current meta. People have done that in the past, but if you're like maxing Q for like a poke version of Rakan, which is not really like popular after they've nerfed the Q over time, I could see it, but Guardian protects you versus Aerie never protects you. That's the big difference. And because you're squishy as Rakan, you know, that's something that is definitely a factor. Alright, I guess we'll just do it this way.
I am so into this. What is this?
Need to get more wards down. I would have liked some mana regen too, but having the boots for the CDR is very nice when my ult is up, since I haven't used it yet. You just make people pay for the runs. GDKP is classic, yeah. I didn't realize her flash is back up. I should have waited on her to flash, but...
Killing spree. Double kill.
Nice.
Time to get it started.
But yeah, I mean, it's just like almost infinite mana with like pretty fast leveling with Priest, which is nice. That's why I don't go in, Jinx. She's wondering, why don't you go in right there? I go in, she stops auto-attacking, and just runs. Like, I'm trying to run, and then she turns around and starts fighting. Like, she wants to turn. And then as soon as I recommit and go back in, then she runs away. So it's just like, she's just making the absolute worst decision you could possibly make in every situation. Engaging these fights. From my perspective. She's running when she should stay, and she's staying when she should run. It's just like the worst of all worlds. And she rushed tier 2 boots. Which is a huge reason why we didn't have the DPS to kill him in that fight. But that's the beauty of Rakan, you know, is that you're not as heavily dependent on your ADC, like, being good, which is not a good place to be in solo queue a lot of times. Really? He has like a 25% chance to crit. Senna probably has 20%, and they both crit me right there. That was my bad. He did more damage than I thought he would there. But yeah, Ares alright. A lot of it is with the secondaries as well, is like the Font of Life helps you out a ton with spreading if you want to go for like Ardent Censer or Staff of Flowing Water, which are both very common. You get a little bit of extra sustain with Second Wind. Revitalize is good, so I don't know. I guess with sorcery, you know, you do have some options. Like, you can, I guess you could get like Water Walking and Nimbus Cloak, and there are some things you can do, but I really need to get more wards down. I've just been kind of pressured out in this lane. I just bought an Omega watch. I'm not sure what that is, but it sounds cool.
Says someone has to die, they die.
They might be waiting for me in the tri-bush, so I gotta... They could be rotating up. I guess I should have put one ward in the river. We got some super eyes in their jungle, but should have probably put one of those in the river.
I got a creep. I got a loot. I got a call. That's who
Nimbus Celerity second. Yeah, I mean, that's the nice thing about Rakan too, is there one thing among many is that okay. Well, we got GP's ult, I suppose.
Dominating.
How, I guess he ran up the lane? I don't even know how he got there. Because we had vision all over the place.
I'm G to the D. Golden diamond, boy. Woo!
I need to maybe do a zombie ward.
Why is it taking so long to get back?
I don't know, like Ghost Poro is good, but I mean, watches at this point are basically just a fashion piece, right? Like,
I need my love.
I guess unless you're an athlete or something,
World to be scary.
and you want,
I don't apologize for it.
I don't know, something that's keeping track of time for you, like a stopwatch kind of thing, but... What's up, Pavlos?
Your team has destroyed the turret.
There's wildness in the bees and the flowers. It's just a fury humans don't see.
she just dead?
An ally has been
Yeah.
slain.
Gonna show people some of the strange.
How many dragons? Okay, they have 2 drags.
Message is supposed to be scary. Love is supposed to hurt. Ecstasy needs a little fear.
You know, I was thinking of doing an ingenious hunter. I think they nerfed it, but like if I'm doing Shirelias anyways, instead of mandate.
I am this style. I am this. This is my destiny. I was told. It's all right. It's okay. I'm staying alive. Our
Damn.
magic is beautiful. It is a
I think there was a heal used in there too, because I feel like he was pretty close to dying.
I'm surprised Rumble didn't die.
Yeah, he may have flashed my... I don't know how the hell he got out, honestly. I have to go back and watch that.
all filthy and dangerous. And that's why I love it.
I had a pretty cheap watch. Maybe I should start wearing that again. When I was trying to look a little more fly in front of the kids. Gold watch, match my gold ring. My wife has white gold on stuff because that's more fashionable or whatever. But I was like, nah, man, I want the classic
Oh, I'm
gold.
about to die.
I want the old man look. Let's watch out for the Sin and the Ezreal ults.
Okay, Rakan.
Dude.
Get him watching.
Your turret has been destroyed.
I'm just not like super fashionable. I'm just like faux fashion if I want to do it. Like something that's cheap that looks alright. A lot of fashion for me, I think, is to impress the ladies. I'm not really trying to impress the ladies at this point, so it should be readily apparent by my wow physique here. The beard growing out and kind of the
Myself.
ratty hair. The neck beard. I need to just actually go neck beard and just like shave off part of it. That'd be hilarious. Just to have like my neck hair just growing out into like my chest hair or something.
They will remember my name.
Just have them like fused together.
They're scared of dark.
Nice. The legend himself. The Udyr. The supported deer of Destiny. Come here, please! Seriously? 2 of these motherfuckers? Not one of them can give me a jump. I take 2 tower shots. Oh my god. Well, I mean, we won, but... That is so troll.
It's alright. As long as I don't die, I just won't get any kills. It's fine.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go for Zeke's just because I need the survivability.
I do not wish to kill the mortal.
Has been slain.
We won, but at what cost? At the cost of my sanity.
God, that one Ezreal bolt does like 600 damage.
That might be warded. Chad Johnson.
Ex-football player
Yeah.
or Bengals player?
Yeah, he said that he always wore fake watches and fake diamond studs in his ears that were fake too. Women already knew he was a millionaire, so why waste the money? Trying to let them know that. That's funny.
Killing spree.
The Bengals. Oh, Ocho Cinco. Yeah, I remember him. Took me a second. Well, that's a smart man financially. We didn't even have Jinx. Okay, I guess we get 2 towers inhibitor. Hopefully. Well, Volibear's leaving. Okay, what are we doing? 1 tower's not enough, boys. It's either Baron or 2 towers plus inhibitor. Jinx, you clown. Why would you go get wolves?
It's the ADC mentality, bro.
So bad.
Fighting this? No.
No, I think we're too injured. Okay. Barely. And where's Silver Ring? Yeah. I mean, gold is kind of out of fashion in the U.S. too. I think it's kind of making a comeback, like yellow gold. But I was like, whatever, yellow, I'm gonna do it. That's what all the old professors wear. My wife pointed out that that was the only option that was really available when they probably got married in the 80s or something. But I just wanted to be a little contrarian. Just go for the classic gold. And people around here, sometimes they'll get like tungsten rings and stuff like that. I mean, if you're gonna get divorced in a year anyways, you might as well just get the tungsten ring, you know what I mean? No, I'm just joking. But there are like these alternative metals. Get dunked on, son. I don't remember the other types. I was gonna say adamantium, but that I don't think that's a real thing. But like these really durable rings. Oh my god, Jinx. Titanium. But the problem with one of those rings, I don't remember which one, like if you were in some kind of accident or something and your hand was expanding, they can't cut it off. I don't remember all the medical applications for that, but it was difficult to cut the ring off. It might have been titanium, and so they, like, in some emergency situations, they might have to cut your finger off if you were caught on something. And, like, you know, your car's about to blow up, or I don't remember. I'm
straight ball in this game.
You are, dude. Dominating. No, yeah, we should probably just get out. They're gonna spawn soon.
I am definitely more confident in dangerous situations.
Can't cut adamantium though. I mean, adamantium. I think that's just a marvel, right? Like that's what Wolverine skeleton's made out of. Is that a real metal?
Is my cloak right? Yes, it is.
There was one where it was definitely a problem. I don't remember which one. Oh yeah, that's what John said. Yes, I don't think that's a real metal. They called it vibranium in the MCU because of like copyright stuff. It's like they can't call people mutants in one of the universes. There's like these weird copyright things where they have to like dance around certain terminology and stuff. It's silly.
Look good, feel good, let's kick some ass. I don't do safe.
You okay, Volley? You okay, bruh?
It's a revolution.
I got Rory to say, hey, bruh, earlier today at dinner, which
Hey,
was
bruh.
hilarious. She said, hey,
Oh, yeah.
bruh. What? The Rory hell? Why are we YOLOing this? We should just set up around Baron. Just set up around Baron. Dude, we're low. Like, why are we doing this? No. Alright. I guess Ezreal's E was on cooldown there, because he just used it to try to kill Volibear. I thought Ezreal was just going to E out of that and kill everybody, but... Hey, bruh.
Hey, bruh. Give me one second, I use restroom.
Okay. Oh, we could look at the patch preview. I didn't do an official video for it. I guess at this point we'll just wait on the patch notes. Been kind of no life in WoW for the last, well, I've been life, like I did conferences with students. I'm hanging out with the family. I'm still streaming League some, but I have cut back on some stuff on the channel that I am going to pick back up again, doing more of like the patch preview. I know all that I did this patch, I think, was just the support tier list. But I'll see if I can do more of that. I'm just trying to like level up and sort of get situated with where I am in WoW. And once I get to the point where I can fish again, then I can make some of these guides and do some other stuff. The fishing's actually a really nice way for me to get a little bit of gold and to kind of not have to just grind as much, because I can fish and grade papers on my second monitor, which is nice. Okay, so Sona stuff, new champion. New champion looks busted. I don't say that about most new champs, but this one actually looks kind of ridiculous. Looks like Irelia on release 2.0. Okay, so let's see what they're doing here. They have the numbers. Essence Reaver costs 100 gold less, but now it's 10 less AD, which is about 350 gold value. You ready, Jason?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
I heard the rustling of the mic. Lord Dom's is more expensive and has 10 less ADs. So those are both going to hit, especially Dom's is going to hit ADCs pretty hard. Essence Reaver, mostly Ezreal. Maybe Sivir. I don't remember who else is rushing that. And then Serelda's Grudge is also, or that's actually getting cheaper, so that's getting buffed. So that's a buff for like later in the game Ezreal. Trinity's kind of an interesting one. So they're changing it to where it has more AD, less attack speed. You can stack the passive on towers, and instead of doing 10% attack speed per stack, I think it goes to 5 stacks. You get AD, movement speed, and haste, which I believe is ability haste. So that seems a lot better to me, right? I mean, 3 AD alone is about the same value as 10% attack speed. Maybe not quite. No, not quite. But that seems a lot better for like the types of champions that want Trinity. You know, almost certainly be better on someone like Udyr or Ezreal. Ezreal for sure this is better as a potential option, because Ezreal really doesn't care about the attack speed that much. So we'll see. That's interesting changes, potentially really strong on certain champs. Oh, sorry, Sadie. She's like wandering around near my feet, and I think I just kicked her in the head. Trying to put my foot down. Do Noggin get a little fogging? Said that around my wife. She's like, are you talking about giving the cat a concussion? Concussing the cat? Kim Tank getting nerfed. Okay. That saying Noggin foggin, I couldn't find anywhere on YouTube, but there was a Simpson episode where they were talking about Noggin getting a flogging. When Homer was gonna like knock Ned over the head with a pipe or something. He's like, "Oh, were you gonna give my noggin a flogging? Heidi ho, neighbor." My wife's been going through all the Simpsons. She just watches it kind of in the background, usually when she's doing other stuff or eating, or she just picks a show and goes through all of it. I think she's been through all the Star Treks twice. At least, if not more. She's a huge Trekkie. Okay, Udyr's base AD is going down. Is Udyr still a problem? I feel like he's like not that big of a deal. Noggin Fogger. Yeah. The Noggin Fogger elixir. That's true. Okay, E maximum movement speed is lowered. Okay, so Hecarim's nerfed. Ivern is nerfed. Ivern's low-key, like, really strong with people that are good on Ivern, but he has, like, almost no pro presence, but he does have a pretty good win rate overall. Rel's stun duration's going down to 0.5. Pretty big deal. It doesn't look like it's that big of a deal, but, you know, that gives people more time to get out of your CC chain, potentially. Thresh's W is going down by 40 at max rank. My god. That's huge. Because people max W second, I think, which is the shield. So that's it's going to make him and his allies a lot squishier. Because remember, that's a double shield, basically. It shields Thresh and his ally when they take the lantern. So
Bit of a diffy.
that's a bit of a diff. Alistar Q damage is going down by 20 at max rank, okay, and the E damage is going down by 15. Pretty significant. Over 150 cooking, did you look it up? You bought me the book for that, right? I think that one's Ashen Veil. I can't remember if Ashen Veil's the fishing or the cooking. It's cooking's Ashen Veil, and I think fishing's Booty Bay. Those 1 gold books. 225 is Dustwallow Marsh for Nat Pagel. And then
Yeah, that's where I'm at. I need to get 225.
you have to be level 35 too. And then the food is in Tanaris at Steam Weedleport. No, the other one requires level 35. The maxed out one requires level 35, and it's Steam Weedleport and Tanaris. Both of them have you do some quests also to get materials. The fishing one, you kind of have to go to like the four corners of the universe and fish like these really rare fish. Well, they're not that rare actually. Like the first couple that I did, it was like my first like 1 to 3 casts. I got the special fish, but there was one where I had to go for like 10 or 15 minutes, which isn't like too bad. But
Wonder what their bot line is.
Seraphine, I don't know. It is really
Ari.
weird. Ari, yeah, probably.
I think I'm going against Zed.
That'd be my guess, but it could also be Zed bot lane. I think that's the scarier. Okay, it's just a troll.
Troll being a troll.
No, I mean you. Oh yeah, you're level 30. Yes. So if you're using it on your 35 paladin, I was about to say you can obviously hand the books off to lower level people, but you have to be 35 to initiate the Pagel quest, and you have to be level 20 to use the books. At least the cookbook I don't think had a level requirement on it, but the fishing book did require level 20. I found like there are these like spirit foods, which is actually very, very good on the priest. Like the priest gets massive benefit from spirit. Like in raids, it's very good, but leveling up, it's insane because your spirit tap that you get 5 points in early doubles your spirit for 15 seconds every time you kill a mob, and you get 50% of that regen while you're casting still. So like you have to actually try to run out. You can't even run out of mana if you get enough spirit. Like unless you pull multiple mobs by yourself leveling, like you just can't run out of mana. You just cast all the spells, and you just put Power Word Shield on yourself, and they can't interrupt your casting. So yeah, spirit's really strong, and then there are like just a bunch of just random meats that you can pick up that you can cook into this like +6 spirit, +6 stam early on. There's actually a this drink that I wasn't even aware of, but there's this like alcoholic beverage in WoW that you can get from a tribute run in Dire Maul, which I haven't done yet, but we could do some of those level 60. I don't know if it's going to work in Burning Crusade, but I want that. It's like 20 spirit alcohol. I think it might be -5 stam plus 20 spirit. But it's actually really damn good because you can stack that with food. So a lot of times you can get Rumsey Black Label right now in Vanilla WoW from fishing. It's like this rum that gives 15 stam that you can get from fishing whirlpools in higher level zones. And people use that in raids, especially tanks will pop that to get the extra stamina. But I didn't know they had a spirit food or a spirit alcohol, but once again it's limited, and I don't know how many you can buy when you complete that. It's a vendor that sells it that I think is only available if you do a certain thing in Dire Maul. I've never done a tribute run, but I think you have to like skip certain bosses. I don't really know. It's a weird thing that you have to do in Dire Maul, and people do it for raid consumables now, but getting that would be very nice for TBC. There's better food than there's upgraded food in TBC, but I don't think there's upgraded alcohol that's better than the 20 stam or the 20 spirit alcohol. There's better food, and there are like dark runes as well that I think you can still use in TBC that are on a different. It's basically a mana potion that's on a different cooldown from your potions, I think. I didn't use Dark Runes. As a Warlock, my dirty secret was I never used Mana Potions or Dark Runes or anything because I could just life tap. I could have used like Destro Potions and stuff like that, but I wasn't going that hard. But I probably should have. A lot of our problems with progress when we had problems weren't the DPS, though. It was the mechanics of the fight. People just weren't clicking certain things or weren't standing in certain places. Or the tanks were getting, like, the tank was getting one shot or something like that. It wasn't like they were getting to enrage timers. I think our healing squad was not that great back in the day. I can't remember a lot about it. Honestly, I wasn't paying that much attention to it because I was just, you know, a meter reader warlock. Just trying to blast the DPS. I'll just do Rakan. I'm just kind of feeling the Rakan. Talking with chat. I can autopilot a little bit more with Rakan just because I've played a billion games on him. Hey, yeah, Ponto, if you want to play a hunter, come on. We don't have any hunters yet, I don't think. If you want to play in Classic with us. Hunters are nice, too, because they come online. Like, their gear is so good early. Like, it's literally just the 4 dungeon set gear is, like, better than your tier 4. So you're already, like... You get that, and then you get this, Wolf Slayer sniper rifle from the Romeo and Juliet, or Romulo and Julianne event in Karazhan. And that's like your best in slot gun till tier 6. So you can really come online fast and start just blasting. That's a huge advantage of a hunter. Oh, you joined already? Okay. Yeah, I can't keep everyone's name straight, but cool. I mean, you have time. If you're enjoying Monster Hunter, do your thing. You know, like, it's not going to release for another 2 or 3 months, probably, so. We still have April and May, definitely. It's not going to be out, I don't think. Retail. And then June is like a maybe. So. But yeah, I'm gonna like just fill up my bank with the with those spirit drinks if I can. Oh yeah, if you have the fish, yeah. I mean, cooking and fishing do go hand in hand really well. You could hand off some sagefish to your lower level paladin for just better mana management. The data mine date of May 18th, I believe most people's theory on that is that that's supposed to be pre-patch. But it is totally possible that they drop pre-patch mid-April, April 18th, and then they release the full retail version May 18th. So that's possible. We don't know for sure. But the timeline most people are on is May 18th pre-patch. Because they're assuming people are going to give people lots of... that. They're going to give people a lot of notice on the date, but maybe they aren't. I don't know. Like, they just dropped the data. They didn't even give an announcement for the beta. They're just like, oh, here, by the way, it's in this patch. Like, there was no... But, I mean, part of that is because most people don't have access to it. It's pretty much just influencers, right?
It's just a fury humans don't see.
You heard NFT house sold for 500K. What is that? Is that a watch or a home in New Zealand or a WoW reference? JG Diff Sufferer. Desira's name, I like it. I meant to maybe try out Ingenious Hunter. Not many people do that. It's probably not worth. But like with Shirelia's, I don't know. You'd have to go like Redemption with it to really make it worth, I think. Yeah, we maybe could have gone more aggressive there. Oh, owning a digital house? Really? I mean, I can totally respect buying digital property in like a game or something, but just something that's outside of a game, it's like... Pretty soon it's going to be buying your own construct, your own world for your mind, to free your mind. Upload your consciousness to this world designed by such and such person. Be designer worlds. Be like a server where you put your WoW character, a server where you put your mind when your body fails. Wait, the turtle is my thumbs up? What is this? Why is the turtle? I guess that's fine for first blood. I can't hold it. I don't think. He's gonna lose the melees, but... Losers play range top.
Man, have you seen that?
I have to say, she better get that last shot off. Okay, nice. Yeah, Triss is one of the most dangerous snowball champs. Props on that Portal stuff. Is that a Portal thing? I never played Portal. I had a friend who played that. NC prices are out of... Yeah, I mean, a lot of people, especially in the digital space, can work anywhere, right? And I mean, New Zealand is, you know, in many ways an ideal kind of natural place where people can go, right?
Oh yeah, I'll take that. Yeah, if you didn't show up, he died.
Got him.
100%.
Is my cloak right? Yes, it is.
Yeah, housing prices are going up everywhere because it's just inflationary, right? It's what a lot of, you know, these measures of inflation, people just are not taking housing into account as much as they should, but that's a huge deal.
Pretty glad when we bought our house.
Yeah.
Last April.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think housing prices are going down anytime soon.
I need my love to hurt.
Oh, 25K in a month? What? 250K in a month?
I don't apologize for it.
For what, like $1 million houses in big cities? Oh, uploading your consciousness, yeah. I mean, I think that, that's potentially the most viable form of, like, semi-immortality, I think. And people have been looking at cryogenics and stuff like that, too, but the biology of that, I think, is more difficult. And that still doesn't get around the fact that, like, your body is just gonna fail. So you're gonna have... I mean, I guess you could just replace all of your parts, maybe, if they figure out how to, like, heal your brain or something. That would be another way to do it. They can grow almost everything else. I mean, a big part of who you are is just like your memories, but we just don't know how the human consciousness would function independent of its biology.
For us, water and air.
Yeah, we're probably a little ways off on that. The better way might just be to heal the biological body. Stem cell type of stuff.
Totally forgot why I'm here.
I mean, if you can just,
Ready for what?
like,
Bring it.
replace a heart, fix cancer, fix Alzheimer's type of stuff, that right there would extend life by, you know, average life expectancy by 30 or 40 years.
They will
Keep the
see
tendies, that's right.
dance. Name one genius.
I think they will probably have a cure for most disease type of things and cancer type of stuff in, you know, by 2040 or something, the absolute latest, if not earlier. Yeah, I missed my W there. That was kind of rough.
Woo, I am so into this.
With the gene editing things. Why aren't we funding more stem cell research? Well, it's kind of a passe technology. I mean, it still is good. You know, the main reason, obviously, was the ethical qualms with embryonic stem cells, right? But I think people have moved beyond that. But the better thing now is not even needing the cells, just genetically engineering with like CRISPR technology. You don't really need to do it at the cell level. You can do it at the genetic level. So that was before people were even thinking about how viable genetic engineering could be. Like, CRISPR has really just become like something they've started testing in the last, like, significantly in the last 10 years or so. But yeah, I mean, they might do some more stem cell type of stuff, but I think it's kind of taken a back seat to CRISPR. I mean, I'm not an expert in the field, so I don't know, but maybe there were certain limitations as well, but it definitely got a lot of ethical heat for the embryonic stuff. But I think they've said that more adult stem cells are much more useful than people initially thought. I think there is still research for it out there, though, but it's just hard to commercialize a lot of those things. Because stem cells don't fix stuff like cancer, right? Potentially, like, you could grow new organs and things like that, and I think they are working on that aspect of it, but, you know, CRISPR, in theory, could fix a huge range of genetic problems and cancer problems, in addition to, you know, growing new organs and things like that, I think. So it just has more wide-reaching applications.
They're gonna try and test me.
Shut down.
I'm maybe should have just gotten tier 2 boots right there. So if we can stop all hereditary diseases with an injection, should we? I mean, that's a question a lot of people are going to ask. I mean, I think major degenerative, like, life-ending diseases, a lot of people will be on board with that, but then you start talking about quality of life stuff after that, and where do you sort of start drawing lines, if you draw any, right? Is it seen to be problematic if someone is really short, right? Like dwarfism, or, you know, other types of stuff like that? What if someone's prone to, like, be obese or something like that because their genetics? That can actually, I mean, that's an aesthetic question, but that's also a health question, you know? Like, it's one of the leading causes of most health problems are obesity, right? So is that something, if you could fix it genetically, should you do it?
The world's a big place.
does no one ever give me the fucking jump? It's so annoying. Nice. Yeah, the downs one is kind of a tough one.
It's all filthy and dangerous. That's why I love it.
I don't know. That is really a tough one. You know, that's a major thing with the genetic screening is, you know, in the Downs community, they don't want people aborting or, you know, ending pregnancies or whatever, people who have Downs. Oh, God. Oh, the minion. Oh, she made it. But as far as, like, if you could fix that, right, if you could just genetically just wave your magic wand or whatever, and they don't have, shit. Am I gonna make it? Maybe. No, Quinn's gonna get me. Maybe not. Real? Jump, give me a jump. Yes. All right. Wave your magic wand and fix that. I don't know, that's tough. My first response is probably yes, because they have, you know, it's not just aesthetic, like, you know, they look different, right? But it comes with a huge array of health problems and the life expectancy is far lower. I mean, but maybe you don't have to decide that at birth. Maybe, you know, they can make that decision later. Potentially, I don't know. Obviously, like, with when the technology first comes out, you'd probably have to decide at birth, but I don't know, that's a tough one because it's not just like it's a cultural thing, right? It's like it has a huge array of health problems too. To my knowledge, maybe I'm not an expert, you know, on that, obviously, but.
Oh, fuck! I think I'm dead.
I will make them dance. I will make them hear.
No, she fucking blew him out. Are you kidding me right now? Holy shit. Dude, that was so bad. Huh.
Enemy killing spree.
Look right, moves right. Time to show it.
Dude. It went from us having a double kill to them having a double kill because she ulted and saved him. Like, I was literally gonna hit both of them with my ult, and she blew him out of it. And then she ran away, and I didn't have a jump.
I'm gone. I am so gone.
Wow. I mean, we can still win, so I don't want to lose it too much, but that was just, like, the dumbest thing. Like, they weren't even that close, I don't think. Did they? Maybe they healed or something, but, like, you see me ulting and running in. Like, you know I'm gonna go on them. Why would you even risk it? Because I was, like, already mid-flight when she cast it. That would, like, make some kind of highlight channel of, like, worst plays. Someone could clip that and submit it to worst plays, and that would potentially make a top 10 of the week. I'm sure there's a channel that does stuff like that.
Shut down.
Okay, she just wasted both her plants.
Given a little spark of madness.
I think that actually would have been really good if Udyr didn't show up there, but...
Your turret has been destroyed. Shut down.
24th trimester, what?
I am definitely more confident in dangerous situations.
That one was questionable. That might have been my fault on that.
Shut down.
That was kind of a higher risk, high reward play.
I look around these forests and
Like if she had been on the same page as me initially, but that's maybe too much to ask that she would have been thinking about that. Who the Wait, he just used his grab? The fuck? How can you even play that wrong? How did he... What the... What? What is Triss doing? Dude, what the hell? How did we not get any kills? How on our... Against Zyra and Kog'Maw? With, like, Volibear, who has Turbo Chem Tank, and I sped him up with Shirelia's. How do you not get anybody? And a Fed Darius with Stridebreaker who is flanking them. We don't get a single person. How is that even possible? Okay, but why go interest? Like that's not explaining why you went in 1v5. Like, yeah, like people screwed up something a lot. I mean, maybe I did. I don't know. It seemed like fine to me, but what? Dude, red buff, please. How much? How did red buff do 354 damage? What? Red smite plus red buff plus... I don't know. Really? 354 true damage? She doesn't have ignite.
Your turret has been destroyed.
It seems a little weird.
they think they can catch me.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain. Double kill.
The humans call
Now
it
Zyra is
battle.
getting kills.
just
It's
a
not
dance.
good.
Like it fair. Well, they probably can't take it without Cog.
Probably not.
I'm gonna live
Team
forever.
has destroyed a
I don't
turret.
think they're on it. I'm going to go ahead and throw that down just in case. But
Fun. I need some fun. Now.
they might try to make a play on red here.
I dig seeing stuff.
Enemy rampage.
Really? All of them are there? Just waiting for us to clear that ward? Holy. Yeah, she does have anti... It looks like ranged. If you watch the footage closely, to me, it looks like when she's in her mist. I don't know if it's permanently or if it's a different ability she has to activate. But,
Enemy double kill.
okay, he's gone. That tower shot? Okay.
Got really big.
It looks like ranged stuff goes through her. And, like, CC and damage. Like, it looks like a Riven ult went through her. So it's even better than, like, anti-CC. It's almost like a wind wall, but you still see the, like, the stuff still goes, but doesn't affect her. It's like she goes into, like, ghost mode or something. For CC and damage.
Has been slain.
I don't have any wards. I need to go get some wards. John says Jason's trying to carry, but he can only do so much. Well, he's doing a lot. He's keeping us in there.
I think they underestimate my charm. How is that even possible?
Your team has destroyed. An enemy has been slain.
What the?
What the Rory
Swear
hell?
the turret like canceled on him. The turret shot. I was like, what? If he comes in, I think we can kill him. Come by turret. Care for the Yone ult.
Got him, coach. Top 3 supports, in my opinion, for solo queue, low diamond or lower, Rakan, Lulu, Maokai. Basically the stuff that I play. It's rare that there's a support that I think is really good that I don't play. There are some, like Braum when he was meta was one. Thresh, if you're really good on him, I guess right now is one. Alistar at like much higher elos, and like maybe Rel. There are several really good ones. There aren't like, there's not like a must pick, must ban one right now like Seraphine was a few patches ago. I think there are a lot of different styles that can be pretty good.
They're scared of darkness. They're scared of magic. They are scared where from.
She doesn't have TP. We can force a... Real? Oh my god, did you guys see that? Nice. Dude, look where my body landed with the fruit right there. I popped the fruit and it literally spread out all around me, and not a single piece hit me to heal me.
Killing spree.
That's... Dude, that is so stupid. One piece of fruit would have saved me from that ignite, the last tick of ignite. A lot of people don't play Rakan because he is very difficult to play and people don't appreciate
I'm gonna take all they got.
like how good he is when he's played at a high level. A lot, like he does have some flashy stuff, but a lot of things that are really good about him are very subtle. Like his mobility and just his ability to move around difficult situations. God, that was so troll. I could have hit it like 1 second earlier probably though. I was just kind of running around hoping I wasn't going to die. So, you know, yeah, that was troll, but I could have also just played it better. Real?
Alright, I'm back in. I'm really low. Oh my god. Wow.
Real? Okay.
Spell ward.
Vi inted and baited her whole team for a dragon number 2, I'll take it. Wait, why did she speed up so much? Yeah, someone's got to match that. Okay, volley's going. Quinn's probably going to try to move on us here.
Humans talk about their trees.
Let me go by. Booty Bay is pretty freaking baller. I haven't played most WoW expansions, so I can't really comment on how cool it is compared to other
Not wish to kill
all-you-can-eat. Compared to, you know, every expansion, but... The Emperor! Oh god, so close.
Almost
One
did it.
more.
It's all right. It's okay. I'm staying alive.
But it is very cool. I'm just kind of digging the zones too, like in Classic. It's very well designed, just a different kind of vibe in every zone. Yeah, it does take long as hell to like level places, but I actually don't mind. I haven't leveled up a ton of characters though either, so I actually don't mind kind of checking out all the places, doing all the little quests and things. Even if it takes a little bit longer, I think is pretty fun. TBC has some cool, like, Karazhan's probably one of my favorite raids. Aesthetically, this old, like, haunted mansion. It's got a lot of lore flavor to it as well. What is a novel? You saying Booty Bay is a novel? That might be the not safe for work. Is that some fan fiction?
They ain't seen moves like that.
A jilted gnome meets up with a dwarf in Booty Bay. 2 star-crossed lovers.
I looking this good?
Female Tauren and male gnome Forbidden Love. And Booty Bay.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that might be Baron. Darius.
I dance because I'm free.
We got yellow queued. I mean, we can... Okay, they're just gonna go for mid. Wow. How did they catch... They have no engage. I guess they have Vi. Can we even hold this? I think we have to try to maybe stop her. Like, get her, get her, get her, get her. We can't stop the 3 middle. Just... That was so dumb. Why not just kill the Quinn and give them the middle inhibitor? Just don't give them both. There's no point in explaining it to him right now. The play's already done.
1, 2, 1, 2. Woo! All right.
I think we can test him at this. It's just...
They do it pretty slow too.
Yeah, okay. I mean, if we can run that off of them and get this, that'd be great.
And it's good time.
Right
Let's say it's just Wind Soul.
Oh, I was gonna go, but see everyone.
Really? No! Fuck. This is like the worst of all worlds. And they had this little clown soloing it. She's just gonna run away. Oh, maybe not. Okay. Well, you didn't clarify the meaning. I guess there's difference between being novel and a novel. Or a novelty. Oh, nice. There we go. Chia!
Hell yeah.
It is novel, not a novel. You could call it a
Sounds good.
novelty. If you called it a novelty, that would, I guess a novelty is usually a little bit more pejorative. Dude, I'm gonna fail your essay for the ambiguity. There was no A.
That's gonna have to probably be it for me.
Alright, man, that's all good. I'll catch you next time.
Sir, good games.
Yeah, have a good one.
Too.
Alright, I got one more day of conferences. I guess I'll go ahead and call it there, too. So I do have to get up at some point. That was kind of a good one to go out on. That was a good game. Mouses or mices. Yeah, I mean, Zeke's is not going to put up, like, crazy numbers. It does put up some, but you're mostly getting it for, like, the personal stats are pretty good for their cost, right? You get health, armor, helps your mana, 20% CDR, is 2,400 gold, so it's pretty good by itself. Yeah, I'll get on for a little bit. Falcon, but it's pretty good. Like, even in and of itself, it's like 100% efficient, and it's a cheap item. So it's like the fact that you get the extra damage on somebody is just kind of a bonus. It's just like a good solid item on Rakan and a lot of tanks anyways. Even if it didn't have any passive, if it was just the stats, like, people would probably still get it, to be honest. But anyways, okay, so we'll try to be back on tomorrow night. I'm going to try to start, like I said, getting on maybe around 11:30 and going 11:30 to 2:30 or 3 and see if I can get at least like a 3-hour stream coming in. 3 or 4. It's just trying to get this WoW guild thing off the ground, and this week with conferences and just everything else going on. You know, I know it's been a little bit of shorter streams, but I am going to come back to streaming a little bit longer. 3 to 4 hours, and then definitely when school's going to be over here in about a month or so, because they took away the spring break and now they're just sending people just ending the semester earlier, like in April, like late April, just like the earliest ever. But anyway, so I will have some more League coming for you soon. I don't want to stream the leveling though. I mean, we've talked about this before. I don't think it's that engaging because Vanilla's been out. I'll do TBC, but I just want it to be a little more chill. I just want to listen to some music and relax and kind of do it at my own pace. And it drags down the numbers. Like, the numbers do go down, and then that hurts the algorithm overall. I've streamed before starting at 8:30 p.m. It was as early as 8:30 before. But it's just kind of in recent times I've pushed it back some, just because of different sort of scheduling things in my life. But yeah, it's not really like, it's 38 people, so I wouldn't really call that a good number, at least historically, for the channel. But I'll stream TBC, but again, streaming, it's the same reason I don't get on Discord sometimes, or often I don't want to get on Discord when I'm leveling, because I just want to be free. I want to free my mind. You know, I just want to listen to some music, or, you know, while I'm grinding and leveling, watch some YouTube videos on my second monitor, or, you know, read some emails, or just stuff like that. I know. I just can't do that with my schedule right now. It would be difficult. I'm gonna try to do that with raiding some nights with WoW, but a lot of times that's when I like sleep, is in sort of the late evening. I don't know what happened. I mean, the YouTube algorithm happened. It wasn't always that way. It was basically that way for pretty much all of 2020. It was like basically from September 2019 until about September 2020, we were getting on average probably 500, as high as like 1,000 several times viewers. Our peak was like 3,000 viewers. But before that, you know, we had been at like 100 to 150 or something viewers. So I'd say like over the history of the channel, at least for the last like 3 years or so, it's probably been 3 or 4 years, it's probably been closer to, you know, the 150 range. Although we were pulling in 200 to 250 for a while there. It just sort of comes and goes. But right now is obviously kind of like one of the lowest points it's been at since like the first year I was streaming. And I don't know, like, it's just the algorithm has just crushed me. But I'll just keep doing my thing, that's it. I mean, there's a lot more competition out there too. So, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I mean, it literally just fell off a cliff. I don't know. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull this up here. So that's what tells me it wasn't necessarily a content thing, that people just didn't like the content. Because I've been doing the same kind of content for a long time. But when you have that kind of number that just literally, like, craters, like, the only explanation is an algorithm thing. It's not like everybody just one day decided to stop watching at the same time. And there's been lots of people that have said that it's just not showing them, even when I'm streaming. Like, it's not alerting them of their notifications that I'm streaming, and, you know, just all of the stuff like that. So even people who want to come in, you know, haven't been doing it as much. Let me... Now, this is not for live streams, though. This is just overall views on the channel. So that's not quite the same thing, but, okay, so it's not going to... I try to show lifetime. I can show last 365, but they just started this new metric. Hey, maybe this new system is what screwed it up. Maybe that is because they just changed the system. So if I pull this over here, it only goes back as far as September with this new... They did roll out this new YouTube Studio thing. But yeah, that's when they started rolling it out, was the beginning of September, September 1st. And then, sure enough, like a couple of weeks later, then all of a sudden it just kind of fell off a cliff. Now, once again, these are total views, unique views on the channel. Not live stream views, which they count that as different. It's weird. But yeah, it was September, I mean, right there. That's showing a drop of like, I don't know, 60%. But like, it was literally, with the live viewers, 90% almost overnight. It went from 500 to like 50 virtually instantly. So it was even worse than it appears right there. And that just happened to coincide with when they changed something about their channel, because it says the data doesn't even go back further. So I can't even see how historically my channel performed. But yeah, it was rough. But anyways, it is what it is. We just keep, you know, at some point you just got to decide, are you going to keep going or not? I'm going to keep going. So that's it. But anyways, maybe this summer or at some point I can try to, you know, work the algorithm a little bit more and figure it out. But, it was legit no, it was before election. It was like, I almost remember it because my power went out like twice in 1 week, and I thought the viewership number there was because my power had gone out and I missed 2 streams because of, oh no, it wasn't the power, it was the cable went out because they were doing maintenance on a cable line or something near here, internet line. And I thought that the numbers were just low because if you ever miss a stream, you know, like I'm in the penalty box right now because I missed like 2 streams last week and we went from like 60 viewers down to like an average of 40 viewers, because that just happens, right? If you break your habit, then, you know, you pay a price. If you ever take a day off as a streamer, you pay a price for that. So blame Obama. Thanks, Obama. Remember that meme? But anyways, it's whatever. It's fine. I could try to solve the algorithm. I'm just too busy doing other stuff anyways, and I still just enjoy making the content, which is the main reason why I was doing it. So, you know, I'll try to tinker with the algorithm at some point, probably in the summer. It's not all new. My theory is it's my specific kind of channel. Right, it's longer form content that has a very niche audience, and streaming at that time of night. I believe a huge thing what they did was they've moved people away from the live stream content and more towards pre-prepared videos. So instead of recommending me and my streaming at 2 in the morning, for example, they might, if someone's looking for League of Legends, it's probably going to recommend a Pro Guides video instead, because that has way more views and blah, 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 blah. So they probably did some calculations and they figured, you know what? We make more money from advertisements based on sending people to these big channels. Like, maybe for a year they were just experimenting and trying to see, hey, if we push our live content more, if we favor a smaller live content person, is the growth potential for that going to offset the fact that we may not make as much ad revenue off of sending them to a bigger pre-prepared video like a Pro Guides? So I assume they did the math on that. They tried it out for a year. They decided not worth. There's not enough growth in the streaming. You know, they're not taking enough market share from Twitch or whatever. So they just decided to put that on the back burner and just go with their workhorse, go with the big name people. So that is, I don't have any proof of that, but that's like the closest theory I can think of, is that they decided to dramatically start favoring bigger content creators again instead of smaller streaming because they figured it wasn't making them as much money. And I can't blame them. They're a business. That's how it goes. I don't think I'm a special snowflake, you know, in their eyes. I do think they should push. I think they could compete with Twitch with live streaming if they really wanted to. But that's the biggest thing behind the videos. Yeah, I mean, the length does hurt me too. There's a certain formula, and you guys probably see it in most videos, right? You have clickbait, title, clickbait, picture. People know about that. But yeah, just having a 10-minute video is huge because that's the minimum to get the maximum value out of the video is 10 minutes from a algorithm perspective. And they look at the total percentage of video watched when they make a recommendation. And there's going to be a large group of people that just watch it for like 30 seconds and they figure out, hey, this is not for me. I'm just going to go watch something else. So you're always going to get some like basically zeros regardless of how good your content is. There's always just going to be people that leave immediately or very close in the first like 2 minutes. But if you have people that leave immediately and you have a 10-minute video, you know, maybe that drives down your average to people watch 7 minutes on average, right? But if you have an hour-long video and you have people leaving almost immediately, that might pull your average down from 60 minutes to 12 minutes on average. That's just how kind of averaging works when you get a zero in there. If you've ever been a student or graded essays, zeros really, really hurt your average. And so I think that's the biggest thing, is that people are just not going to watch as high of a percent of longer videos, and that's what YouTube's looking at. They used to look at total time watched, which I think is probably a better metric. So they looked at total time watched versus average time watched. But yeah, they changed these things around a lot. And I mean, it's not like, that's not a full excuse, right? Like Joe Rogan has long form content, right? There's a league person that, or not a league, a WoW person that I listen to sometimes that does a podcast, Kargaz, who gets hundreds of thousands of views. So there are people who do longer videos that do succeed. But I think that it's harder to do that. When am I quitting my day job to be a pro WoW player? Never. But it'd be more likely to be a big content creator, but I think that's difficult to do with WoW. There's a lot of people that play it, and there are people that watch it, but there aren't that many people that get a lot of views, I don't think. But anyways, okay, well that's going to be it. Thank y'all very much for tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow for League. I'll try to do around 11:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You know, once TBC launches, then I will be covering more WoW. I'll be streaming that some. Maybe when I get to level 60, when we're like grinding Battlegrounds, I might do that because I feel like that might be a little bit more interesting to watch, is like Battleground stuff. But I don't know. We'll see. But anyways, that's going to be it. Have a good day, and we'll see everybody next time.